Bishop was robbed at gunpoint in the middle of his Sunday sermon today, and it was all caught on camera. The service was being live streamed this morning when he says 3 to 4 men walked in with guns. He spoke at length with CBS 2's Lisa Rosner about why he believes he was targeted and his message for the suspects.
5 to 10 minutes into preaching Sunday morning on Remsen Avenue in Canarsie, Bishop Lamar Whitehead saw the door in the back of the room kick open.
How many of you have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die what you about to go through?
Yo. All right. I seen 3 to 4 men come in. I said, all right. It's pretty much stating that I'm not going to do anything, right? Because I know y'all coming from me. Y'all coming straight to me. I don't want my parishioners hurt, right? I got women and children there. As I got down, one went to my wife and took all her jewelry and had the gun in front of my 8-month-old baby's face. Took off my bishop's ring, my wedding band, and took off my bishop's chain, and then I had chains underneath my robe. He started tapping my neck to see if anything else. So that means they knew. They watched and they knew that I have other jewelry.
The church's live stream shows the gun being held on the pastor.
They had the guns on my deacons that was at the door.
Whitehead says what you don't see on camera are around 100 congregants who were in the room. Men, women, and children dropped to the floor in silence.
My church is traumatized. The women and children are still crying. Still crying. Babies are still crying. And I'm praying for you.
Police say the men took off in a white Mercedes.
I hope that God deliver you from the mindset of who you are at this time.
Whitehead believes his family was targeted because of the publicity he received when he helped turn in the suspect wanted in the fatal subway shooting of 48-year-old Daniel Enriquez in May.
I turned them in, but the media called me the bling bling bishop. They had my Rolls Royce car all over everywhere, and I feel that played a part in this. I think all pastors should be able to get permits for pistols.
The NYPD is investigating, and Whitehead says the mayor and top police brass have called him, pledging support to find the suspects. Fortunately, no one was hurt. In Canarsie, Brooklyn, Lisa Rosner.
Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha-Rekah Kodash Ma'amah. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and the elders. Double honors to my elder as well, R1 Bayasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. And salutations to the fellow Akim, Wafim and children that believe in truth and in sincerity. It's your brother Atanya Allah back to another lesson, and Yahweh Tazah is edifying. And as you can see, all right, they laid the pastor down, man. All right, because he's the one with the money. All right, and in the times that we're in, all right, it's a beautiful thing to see, man. You know, of course you don't want to see nobody get hurt. You know, but hey, fortunate this situation, nobody got hurt. But at the end of the day, it's judgment, you know, and they've been casting off and teaching lies and deceit and pure madness to our people, man, when it comes to the Christian church, all right? The church today is ultimately a perverse doctrine, all right? It's not the church at all right? It's a harlot house, ultimately to scatter our people even more. All right, when it comes to religion, all right, ultimately stemming from the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, all right, in the Roman Empire, all right, so these pastors are under that Nicene Creed, all right, so when the people go to them for some type of solution, some type of answer, they don't have the answers, and now being in the times that we in, when things are getting tighter, all right, being squeezed tight, the economy is getting broken down, all right, because America is being done away with right before our eyes, all right, the people are going to be looking at these so-called gatekeepers and these so-called idols that Esau has made of our people, all right, for some type of solution, all right, one being the Christian pastors, man, and these celebrities and these people who seem to be having a lot of money or a lot of substance in the world, all right, but as you can see, all right, the pastor, man, the church is not exempt, all right, you can be exempt with Esau and the government, all right, by as far as money, but you're not exempt from the people. All right, one of the scriptures I wanted to bring out is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up, right? You know, and ultimately those who are at the gates, at the hedges, you know, representing in the ancient times, the leaders would be on the outskirts, on the gates, all right? Hey, but the gates thereof languish, man, you know, because the leaders have caused our people to err. You know, the so-called leaders have taken the bag, all right? They have ultimately their father is the devil, you know, pertaining to John chapter 8 and 44. This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, Salakia, and the father of it. And it's ultimately speaking about Cain, all right, and Esau, all right, and ultimately 2/3 of our people is speaking too, all right, because they fit this category as they made Esau Edom, all right, the the spiritual seed stemming from Cain, their authority, their father, all right. We're going to that term father meaning authority, all right. So they have taken the bag, they have joined the enemy, all right, with the whole can't beat them, I'll join them type thing, all right. This is Job 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value, man. Right? These pastors are all physicians of no value, man. They just here to collect the money for Esau, all right, and scatter the flock. All right, rob your grandma, your mother, your grandma, your granddaddy blind when they go to they sermon on Sunday and scatter the flock, man. Subvert whole houses with the Jesus Christos doctrine, man. Now you're seeing that these churches stemming away from the hell Zeus name, all right, the letter J, and they want to go into other names and things like that, because they're being found out to be liars, all right. Ultimately, with the downfall of America, the downfall of the system, all right, you're seeing the downfall of the deception, man. That was a part of the unclean spirits that came out of the mouth like frogs, all right, being their religion system. All right, one of the three, those three unclean spirits being their money, their banking system, all right, their military might by way of NATO, right, and their religion, all right, their deception, all right, and what they cast throughout the four corners of the earth. And this is Revelations chapter 16 and verse 13, and it reads, And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon and out of the mouth of the beast and out of the mouth of the false prophet, man, right? So ultimately starting in the Roman Empire, all right, the Roman Empire, all right, during the Council of Nicaea, all right, you had the religion, the deception, all right, and it coincides with the military might being the NATO, all right, in the financier part of the system as well, being the European Union, all right, the central banks, all right. So those are the three unclean spirits that came out of the mouth like frogs, man. But mainly touching this topic in the lesson of this video, being 2/3 of our people and these pastors, these so-called pastors and so-called bishops, all right, ultimately, most of them being Masons, all right, or Eastern Stars, because you have some females teaching the scriptures as well in this realm, all right, in Babylon, in this second Egypt, as the scriptures tell you that women are not supposed to teach and govern the flock, all right. So it's all type of wayward ways that this place has, that the Lord has to come and put this place in subjection. That's what you're seeing before you, man. That's why it's beautiful times, all right, to see these damn pastors, all right. Hey, it's beautiful, man. you know because it's coming to an end. All the lies and the deception and the deceit is coming to an end. All right. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. Right. In Christianity, all right, that damn cobblestone, the wood and stone, all right, that been out here for our people and devouring our people for a long time, all right. But now with this truth being out here, all right, stemming from Abba Bivens, John the Baptist, all right, Elijah, from the 60s on, all right, we are able to see our teachers, man. We able to come into the fold, all right, with the truth, all right. Ye shall know the truth, and this truth shall set you free, all right. I want to say that's St. John 8 and 23, roughly paraphrasing, all right. But knowing and being exposed to this truth, and this truth being out here on the four corners of the earth, and the Lord's name being casted out and being used in the proper vibration in this realm, all right, throughout the four corners of the earth, all right, this gospel and kingdom is being preached, man. All right, that is entering in the gates of the noble, and now the end is before us. All right, the prophecies are unfolding and coming to pass. All right, we're at the end. All right, even so, where people are getting tired, all right, and the spirits that may be created for vengeance are walking into these churches, and they rather rob the pastor, man, than rob the store around the corner. They rather rob the robber. They rather enter into the house of the thief, as the Lord is getting ready to do. From there, I want to go to the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 8. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offering. And that's what the damn Christian church and what that pastor, the bling bling pastor, the dude had a fucking Fendi suit on. All right. Some European clothing line, Fendi. He had the whole suit on, as you saw in the news clipping. All right. Hey, you go to these churches today when your family or your relatives die, they don't give you anything. They don't give you no substance, but they take your money. They take your 10%, Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation, right? With this perverse doctrine, joining Esau and his ways and getting the 501c3 charter and teaching madness, if you were truly a man of the Lord, you would be covered, man. You would have a hedge around you, all right? The scriptures say that the angels encamp with them, those who fear the Lord, roughly paraphrasing, all right, encampeth about them who fear the Lord, So it'll be a protection around you if you really fear the Lord, if you really are ordained, all right, and move through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, all right. You won't be subject to being laid down and robbed for everything you got. And if you were, it would be so be it. You will evaluate yourself, all right, for having on all that flashiness and jewelry when your congregation is poor, So, hey, would a man rob God? Yeah, they do it all the time. They do it week in and week out in these churches, these harlot houses, passing the collection plate and that pot around. On a good Sunday, when everybody vibing to the music, they'll pass it around one or two extra. All right, it's gotten old. All right, and the Lord is coming to bring vengeance upon those who continue to disobey, continue to crucify the Lord afresh, man. And that's why that pastor got robbed. And I'm gonna end off with the book of Ecclesiastes. And Yahweh Ratazad's lesson was edifying. All right, don't rob God, because somebody might rob you. All right, the Lord might set up a demon, all right, or these spirits on the left-hand side to take you out, man. It's Ecclesiastes 3 and 5. A time to cast away stones, Salakia. It's Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, right? Like this pastor getting robbed for all his jewelry. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. And that's what's going on. All right, it's the breaking down of the wicked, all right, and the building up of the righteous, all right, and the oppressed, all right. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, And those stones are being gathered, man, twofold. All right, those spiritually stones and the physical stones of this damn pastor pertaining to his jewelry. It was time for it to be gathered, man. And living lavishly, as the brothers of the Lions Den camp would say. All right.